Good morning. Welcome to Kingdom of the Southern Gates. This is a Changeling the Lost set in Miami. This scene set late in the day after a true fae was running around fucking things up. That's pretty much how I can describe what it was doing. It was making a mess of things, and Rockie's 6-month-old son is now 6'6" and towers over her. Her at her 4'9" height goes from being on her hip, comfortably cute and cuddly, to a big guy. He's good looking. He takes after his parents.
I'll kind of look down at her. He's like kind of standing there with his arms crossed. And he'll pick her up and put her on his hip comfortably.
She's gonna look at him. What are you doing?
He'll shrug. I just want to see if it would work. He'll
Yes.
put her down.
And she's just been kind of like watching him, kind almost like she's lost at the moment on what to do. She's just been watching him, kind of like trying to be there to like give him anything he needs, but like not sure exactly what he needs.
He's just been doing his stuff today. Just kind of, he's been going around and talking to people when they come up to him, kind of talking to Ash when he comes up to him, just very quiet. And he does seem to have Ash's quietness, but he also seems to have Rocky's inventiveness. Like he has to kind of keep his hands moving a lot. And he's mostly just been kind of sitting there, just watching things and kind of processing everything going on around him.
She's gonna take him to sit somewhere that they can have a kind of some time to just sit and talk, because she's still trying to adjust to her 6-month-old being an adult.
Mm-hmm.
So she'll take
He'll
him.
go with her.
And she'll sit down and she's like, "Okay, I know this is gonna sound silly, and it might be a little insecurity on my part because of how fast things changed.
Okay.
But you know who I am."
Yes, you're my mother.
Okay. "And you know who Ash is."
My father.
"Okay. But there's something in you that recognizes us, and you're not just regurgitating information."
Nope.
"Nope, you don't recognize us," or "Nope, you're not regurgitating."
No, I recognize you when I'm not regurgitating information, Mom.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm just.
It's fine.
So
Mm-hmm.
I'm very thankful that you already know how to do certain things for yourself. That makes me very happy.
I'll nod.
'Cause I'm not even sure I could lift your butt to wipe it now.
Yikes.
When you were, and she kind of makes the little cradling baby size motion. When you were this big, I could do it. Now you're
This big. Got it.
significantly bigger.
Uh-huh. I'll nod. Much bigger.
Oh, this is going to be awkward to explain to your sibling.
Do we have to explain it?
Why
Hey,
their brother looks the same age as their mother, almost?
Fae incursion. This is what a Fae should think before they have kids. It seems like it explains itself.
Right. I guess so. I guess I'm just overthinking this.
Totally overthinking it, Mom.
Okay.
Listen,
Well, yeah.
I understand that it is quite difficult to have, I guess, what some would seem as lost your baby. I do understand that. I can't really do anything about it, and I'm terribly
I
sorry
know.
for that, really. But I also don't quite know what to say or do. I
Right.
just me. I I love you so much.
I
I,
love you too. And you can see her kind of relax when he says that. There's definitely like a relaxing motion in her whole body, just kind of relaxing.
yeah, I'll say I don't want you to think I don't love you. Of course I do. You're my mother.
I have noticed you like to fidget with stuff.
Uh,
Um, once this whole hurricane business is over, how much do you understand of like the environment's weather?
that's a really big question, Ma. Do you
Okay,
kind of squish it down a little there?
I guess I'm trying to judge the extent of what you do know so that I can start filling in from there.
I
Like, do you
graduated.
understand? Okay, so you have you understand about hurricanes and weather patterns.
Mhm. I am aware that I'm aware that I didn't graduate high school. You get it? Like fundamentally, I understand that I didn't, but I understand that I have the memories of it. As if I had it. I don't know where the memories came from, but I have memories of a life of you, Dad. Of I don't know. I'll shrug. I don't know what I have, but it's not empty.
As long as it's a life filled with memories of being loved and adored, and
He'll smile. Well, you're a part of it, so of course it does, Mom.
she's gonna just kind of climb up on some boxes and sit down. So, I guess what I want to say is once this hurricane shenanigans is over, um, I have a workshop that I would love for you because I don't think you remember being there a month
Yes, I do.
in, when I brought you over.
We're working with you in your workshop. We build beautiful things, amazing things.
Huh. Okay. And I won't have to show you nearly as much on the safety end of things. Not that
I
I'm necessarily the safest at it,
very
anyways.
clearly remember blowing my eyebrow off once.
But you learned, didn't you?
I did learn, yes. I learned never ever to do that again. Welding by an oxygen tank. Yeah, that didn't go well.
And she kind of smiles.
I know
Perhaps
this.
she's imagining her own time when she's done something similar.
I really can't imagine this is easy for you, and I'm sorry for that. I'm genuinely sorry. I really do wish that things could be different.
I know you do. I'm just trying to figure out where you're at so that I can adjust where I'm at. If that makes sense. And I know there's probably going to be things that I screw up because I'm still used to you breastfeeding as of this morning. So
I'm really sure if I pulled that now, we'd get looked at really weird.
I'm very sure we would get very looked at very weird.
Well, nod. Mm-hmm.
That's why we're not
That's
going to do
not.
that. Your
Nope.
sibling should be along in a couple months. Ooh, and I guess Ash can have you as his best man for the wedding now.
I'd love to.
That's up to him, though. I can't make that decision. I know he was having trouble trying to decide on who specifically to have, and you were only 6 months old at the time.
Hmm.
5 months old when we were talking about it.
It's fine.
I'm sorry.
It was Liam.
How are you?
I think 22. He'll think and he'll nod.
2 years younger than me.
Oh, not
Ooh, okay. Hmm?
fuck, I messed up. Out of game, I messed up.
I had missed what you said, so.
I messed up something out of game.
Oh.
But go on.
So, yeah. Okay, so you're 22.
Mm-hmm.
You want to go to college?
I decided it wasn't for me.
Eh. What would you like to do with your life?
I could go back to saging.
She, there's like a physical, like, hitch in her body, like she jerks. You were a sage?
Yes.
Like a sage
I
escort?
have memories of being a sage escort. No. No. Not that one. No. Okay. I'll find something else to do. We'll nod.
No, if that's what you love and that's what you like to do,
No, you know I'm just messing with you
then
right now, right? That's not what I did. I'll just line up looking at her.
she's gonna fall backwards on whatever she's against, exasperated. Even if that means there's nothing behind her and she falls off the boxes on onto the floor.
I'll just lean over and look at her and smile. Love you.
I love you too, baby.
I'm grounded, aren't I?
Oh yeah, you're only 6 months old. I can still ground you.
No one
Yeah, that
cares.
means you're older than I said. Nope. So you still have 18 years until you can date. Just so you know, we decided that you can't date until you're 18.
Oh, that is not happening.
Oh God, that means in your memories she kind of covers her mouth when she thinks about something.
I have known the loving embrace of a woman.
Beyond just me.
I wouldn't say it was really loving.
I wasn't, or she wasn't.
Not you! She! Oh my god. Ma.
I'm not used. I'm gonna be adjusting for a while, and I'm sorry for that.
No, it's fine. I understand. He'll
I
smile.
wish when you grew up, I got those memories to go with it. So
I could see if that we could, maybe.
she looks lost in thought as she lays there on the floor.
I'll lay down next to her. For old time's sake, hold on, crap one of his markers. Draw on her cheek. Just doodling.
As long as it's not a penis.
Okay, he'll rechange what he was doodling.
Remember, I'm supposed to be a queen.
Yeah, you keep telling yourself that, Ma.
That's what everybody keeps telling me. I'm just Ash's fiance and mother to his children.
Don't sell yourself.
Children.
You're the queen of my heart, and you know that.
She gets a very awe kind of motherly
He'll smile
look
at
on
her.
her face.
And he'll kiss her cheek.
What did you draw?
Penis.
That's what I figured.
But if it helps, it was a big penis.
big penis. At least it's a big penis on my face.
Mm-hmm. Like that.
Does it point to my mouth this time, or is it trying to go in my ear?
Just trying to go on your nose.
In my nose?
Oh yeah.
Okay, that'll be interesting.
I did not draw a big penis trying to go into your nose.
And she sits there kind of flaring her nose, trying to see how big it'll get. Yeah, it better not be very big because my nose doesn't get that big.
I didn't draw a penis on your face. I drew a daisy. Jesus Christ.
The fact that one of the first words you ever said was "fuck," I knew you were my child and that everything was gonna be okay.
Mm-hmm. I still am. And I still love
Yes,
you.
you.
You're still queen of my heart. You know that, right?
I know. Right, if this dude shows up out of nowhere and everything around you seems to like freeze, whatever deal he's offering you is not a good one.
I'll just have to come up with a better deal now, won't I?
Be very careful what you deal with him because the I know I made a deal with him and then I got shoes out of it and your father's memories back, but I don't remember what I did. What I
What? Shoes?
Yeah,
I
my Louis Vuittons, the really really tall
um
ones
ones that press your
that
butt
I
up. That's right.
the ones that what?
It's not my fault you have no ass.
Have a what?
Nothing. I'll smile.
Is that what people say about me?
You have no ass? I don't know. Don't pay attention to what people say about mom's ass. Jesus Christ. I love you.
I
Oh, look at
love
her.
you too.
Love you so much.
I got shoes in your father's memories, and I gave up something, but I don't know what.
Your ass. just shut up.
She's gonna elbow him in the ribs or gut, whatever she can
Open
reach.
yourself up for that. I just
Your
took it.
father happens to like my body the way it is. Ass or not.
He doesn't say anything.
And if you want, I will go into graphic detail on what your father has done to this body.
He'll smile. I don't need the mental picture. Please spare me.
It's going to be a punishment if I have to.
I trust you. I'm sure he's done wonderful things to you.
Oh, they were.
Oh, God, stop.
Did I tell you how we had you?
Did I tell you about the... He'll smile. No, continue.
You see, you actually came from a different timeline where your father and I were already married, and we had
Oh,
had you, and then the deal that your father had made to have a baby here was put into that timeline on accident.
my.
But his wife at the time didn't love him, so it went on to me there, and him and I ended up together there, and we had you. And then when they undid it and whatnot to fix the mistake, it undid that timeline, and the me there put you in a safe place so that I could come and get you here and rescue you. So you're my bottom drawer baby. You're in the bottom drawer of my full chest. You know the big one with the big drawer on the bottom?
Yes.
We then had to go to Tolia Petrova, that gentleman, big guy over there,
Oh, look.
and
Jesus Christ.
we had to make him cry. And when his tear touched your face, you emerged into this world and this time, and we're safe and separate. And so I've only had you for 2 months, and I went from having a 5-month-old to a 22-year-old.
Oh,
I'm
stop.
actually
I
okay
know.
not having to change your diaper anymore.
He'll, he'll bite his lip. I love you. You know that, right?
I love you too. I didn't want to let you go the first moment I saw you sitting phased, partially phased in existence. I wanted you in my life. I knew then and there that I had to do everything I could to save you.
He'll
You were
smile
my
soft.
son. And she'll reach over and kind of press his cheek in a motherly way.
You're my mother, and nothing will change that, I promise.
You're stuck with the pink hair though, unless you decide to dye it.
Okay, I like it.
Good.
And he'll smile.
She adjusts some and kind of rests her head on his arm.
He'll pull her into his arms actually and hold her.
So I have to go to Arcadia soon.
Excuse me, what?
Go mining.
Um, one more time?
I,
Okay,
and she kind of points to herself,
okay,
have to go, and she makes a little walking motion with her fingers to Arcadia. She kind
uh-huh,
of points like way over there to go mining. And
uh-huh,
she makes like she's using a pickaxe kind of motion with her hands
yes.
for a special ore.
Okay, so we're going to Arcadia.
I am, yes.
We,
And do you think I'm telling you when I'm going so that you can sneak along,
do you
little boy?
really, really want me up your ass 24/7 until you leave?
That would be very awkward for you, especially when your father and
No,
I
it would be
have
awkward for
sex.
you. You see, I'm the Prince of Spring. I can concoct all sorts of crazy threesome fantasies between you, me, and Dad. It's that simple. I really can.
She sits up and turns around and looks at him.
Oh my God. Wow. Thank God my mother's only 2 years older than me. But he'll smile at her. You, on the other hand, haven't had that. So when are we going to Arcadia?
Probably before Christmas,
Thank
if I
you.
can.
Okay.
I'm trying to make a trinket so that every spring my mantle will shift and I will really be the queen of spring.
Why don't you just come to spring?
Because I'm autumn?
Why?
Haven't you noticed how terrifying I am?
Oh, yeah. You kill me.
She's gonna punch his shoulder.
Ow. Abuse. I'm gonna call CPS.
They can take you. She'll just lean back on him again.
He'll wrap around her again.
I don't know. I've always been autumn. I never thought about being something else. It's always kind of been where I was.
Well, shrug. Your life.
I just wanted the token to be spring in the spring because I wanted to show solidarity with my family's court that I am the queen of.
So you don't join the court? And his father will walk in and shake his head and kind of slap him upside it gently. Stop. And he'll sit down. And he'll just shake his head at him and look at her.
She has a very troubled look on her face right now.
Ash will look at her, and he'll say, I love you no matter what court you belong to. Autumn, spring, you're still the love of my life. And he'll smile.
I know. I
If
love
spring
you.
is where you feel home in your heart, or he'll say autumn. If autumn is where you feel home and in your heart, he'll shrug. And there you go. And Devin will just smile and look down at her.
Why are the men in my life so giant?
Damn it! I thought you were going to say hot. And Ash just rolls his eyes and tips his head back like, oh my god.
He's your son, Ash.
No, that's you. That's you. That's all you.
That attitude was, and he was an escort.
He's like, no, I wasn't. I said that to annoy you. If you like, I can go whore myself through the court. And
Escorts are not whores.
yeah, Ash
They
is like,
serve
no.
a very important role. Yes, sex can be a part of what they offer and do, but it is not the sole purpose of a sage escort.
He'll nod. Then Ash will like kind of shake his head and he's like, you didn't hear any of that.
He needs to learn. And just so you know, he's already blown off an eyebrow, so we're good.
Is that what that scar came from? He'll kind of look at him. And he'll nod.
He lived and learned. I guess did I mention the token thing to you? You said to go talk to Starry Eyes.
Ash will look up and nod.
And that I got what I needed to know to be able to go and get the stuff to make it?
He'll nod.
Did I tell you what I have to do?
Tell me again.
Me and a small contingent of people have to go to Arcadia to mine some special ore from there, and then we have to collect this and that and put it together. And
You please translate from Fiona to Rocky.
me and a small group have to go. Just so you know, you need to talk your son out of going with me because it is not safe for him to go.
If it's not safe for him to go, why is it safe for you to go?
Because I'm older than he is.
Okay. I'll just shake his head and like,
By
okay.
24 years. I don't care if he's 22 now. He's only 6 months old.
He'll blink. All I took from that is you're going to Arcadia.
Yeah, I have to mine some ore to make the token to switch mantles.
Yeah, Devin will just grab her cheeks and be like, let me get this straight. You want to avoid joining the spring court so much, you're willing to take people into Arcadia. Just into Arcadia. The realm of them, not us. Instead of just, I don't know, maybe looking and going, hey, maybe autumn was this thing that I should have done when I got here, but, both my son and husband are spring court, they're going to come over. Like, that's what I'm hearing you say, right? That's what I'm hearing. And Devin, like, Ash literally actually just, like, kind of goes, enough! And Devin kind of like,
Rocky pulls back and shakes her head for a moment and turns away and kind of clutches herself with her arms around her.
why don't you take a walk? He'll say to Devin. And Devin will bite his lip and start to protest. And then he'll leave. And Ash will walk over and wrap his arms around Rocky. Hey.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to him.
What would you like to talk about?
What's wrong?
He's right.
Your court is personal. It's like your faith in a god, or no god, or your preferences to things like your gender, your sexual identity, things like that. No one can tell you what you are. Or if you feel you're autumn, and I accept that. Oh, don't cry. Please don't cry. He'll pull her into his arms. Please. I love you. Whether you're autumn, spring, winter, I don't care. You could be courtless. Hell, you could be loyal to the true Fae and I would love you.
Kind of flinches at that.
I might have to honestly kind of yank you at that point, but you know what I'm saying. I love you.
I love you too.
No matter what court you belong to, you don't even have to do this. I mean, if you want to do this, I fully support you. Fully. Whatever gesture you want to take to be more. I'll think a moment. You don't have to do anything. Make grand gestures, do anything to win over the people you already have. You don't have to do anything to show you care for them. They know you do. Like if you want to do this, A, to keep yourself busy, because I know you and you like to create stuff and tinker, and to feel more in connection with the court when it's in session, by all means, I support you 100%. But if you're Autumn, then you're Autumn. And the Queen of the Spring Court is Autumn. You don't have to wear a mask during spring to feel closer to us or to make the people feel closer to you. You're already loved. And he'll smile. Most of all by me.
She kind of turns and wraps her arms around him and just kind of buries her face into his stomach, because that's about as high as she reaches.
Yeah. He'll pet her head and then he'll pick her up and cradle her to his shoulder. He's getting shorter, but he's not quite there yet. It's still summer.
Yeah, he's still going to be 7 feet tall.
Yes, he will be. The lowest he hits is like in the depth of winter. He can get about 6'6", about Devin's height.
So
he'll lean down and he'll tuck her head under his chin. I'm actually really upset right now, and I'm trying not to show it.
upset.
I just miss my little boy.
I know.
I liked having a baby around. It was nice, and I know we're gonna have Rowan. I know, and I mean that's nice, but it's not the same.
I know.
I'm never gonna get to do things like. It's not even like the bullshit stuff, like teach him to pitch the ball or take him fishing and all that. It's nothing to do with that. It's just knowing that I won't be there for my son's milestones, get to experience that with him and share a life with him.
So it seems he has a life of memories with us.
And I'm glad he has that, you know? I really truly am, Rocky.
I was wondering if it would be possible to share them so we have those connections, all those things that we missed out on.
I don't think that's a good idea, Rox. I just don't. I understand what you're saying, and I see the temptation, but there's also a part of me that feels like I don't know. That we haven't lived those years. So all
I
those
know.
memories, all those things, it would conflict with what reality is, and it would. I don't know, I don't know, Rocky. Just let me think on it. Let me get out of here. Let me give me a couple days, okay? I've got too much on my mind right now. I got a lot on my mind.
I know. On the upside, it looks like Hayden's better. Whatever.
Yeah, yeah. He does.
Which
He does look better.
remember when I texted you the other day after the meeting with Dominic and Isaac?
Mm-hmm.
She kind of leans up and whispers, "They sent me to see a true fae."
What?
By that reaction, I know you heard me just fine. To try and fix him.
Who sent you? Who sent you?
Let me down.
Okay, I'll put it down.
Sit down.
He does.
And she's then gonna like move his legs apart so that she's like basically in his lap but standing there.
Uh-huh.
Our baby is safe because they told me what to do to protect them. There is a clone of Isaac out there because he wanted a dog.
Who sent you?
Someone who wasn't even able to speak of it out loud.
I'm going to ask you again because I need to know who is consorting with the true Fae in our city.
He was very reluctant, but it seemed the only option he had for his motley mate. From what I understand, they're imprisoned to an island.
I am going
To sit here and cool off. You're going to breathe deep. Summer's almost over. If you really feel the need to deal with it when summer's over. We don't need the seasons even more fouled up than they already are. Am I right?
You are right, but I have been lied to. By two of my fellow monarchs. If I'm following you correctly.
It was only the summer that sent me.
Sent my wife to a true fate. My unborn child. To a true fate.
With as many precautions as he could manage.
None the less. We are in a tumultuous time, so I don't feel it appropriate to go out there and throw his ass out into the storm. Or challenge the crown of summer. It would be dangerous to the city. We've already endured one Fey attack today. And I know you didn't
Exactly.
bring this to me to create a problem.
Remember when I said I wanted to talk to you about stuff with Hayden?
Hmm.
We just hadn't had a chance to sit down and talk since all of this, and she kind of gestures to everything going on, since this began.
I know that you and I don't have much time to talk, and I'm sorry. Sometimes I feel like I'm neglecting you so badly.
Right now, you're doing exactly what you need to. I'm
Which is,
keeping myself busy. I'm keeping myself and my children safe. You are doing the same. You can't be as hands-on with your children, but I can be. It's going to be a little more difficult, although in some ways easier because he's pretty tall. Um, right now, we need to focus on getting through this. Getting through this hurricane. And as long as the fear keeps going, I will be able to keep that device running to keep the vast majority of wind and water at bay. Once we start running out of fear, I will start running out of glamour.
I don't think you're going to run out of fear anytime soon.
Then it's just a matter of getting the city put back together.
Oh God, what are we going to go back to, though? Our freehold, our lives, everything. What? Oh, God, it's been so bad out there.
We'll manage.
We'll manage, you're right. You're right.
One thing, she's going to take his hands and hold them both in hers. One thing I've noticed, one thing I think that works in our favor as far as our relationship and even our seasons, spring and autumn are the balance. They're both about building and bringing things to fruition. In the spring, you're building and bringing flowers to bloom. In the autumn, you're building and bringing the fruits to bear for harvest. Without one, you can't have the other. Together, we can rebuild. It won't be easy. It never is. Because hurricanes are powerful.
Hold on.
If you wish to talk to him, please do it with a clear head. And if at all possible, after summer has ended. I would prefer we don't have another, or not another, that we don't have some big spectacle because Summer, who's got a hot temper, runs into my husband who's got a hot temper because his wife and child were put at risk. And you're being overprotective. I should take that back. I can't say that you were necessarily being overprotective. You were being protective.
I just
What you
can't.
love was put at risk.
I can't stand the thought of losing you.
You didn't. I don't have to go back now. I'm alive. I'm well. Devon's alive. And adjusting. Rowan's alive and well. Hell, I think I was even starting to feel them kick.
I'll smile.
Looking at when they were conceived and when the wedding is, I might go into labor on that day.
I mean, it's kind of fitting if you think about it.
Yeah, wedding in the morning, baby in the afternoon. It's a great way to spend my honeymoon on my back, giving birth.
You were gonna spin it on your back, but the giving birth part, yeah, okay. Hold on.
So I was thinking maybe a couple weeks before the wedding,
You want
we
me to?
do
We
do
do.
the thing. Since
Oh
this is obviously not going to go the whole term,
no!
and this way I can have like a nice sexy wedding dress, one that kind of like
Oh my!
hugs my curves.
Oh god, your curves. But tell me more about your curves. Or don't. Or don't. We can talk about you having the baby. We can talk about that instead.
You like that little topic shift?
I found it very relaxing, and I think that's what you were going for. So good on you.
See, I'm learning how to do this whole talking to people thing without a gun in their face.
I do get up mildly aroused when you put guns in my face.
I got to use my gun.
Did you?
Yeah, one of those lightning creatures grabbed Devon, one of the lightning hobs.
Oh yeah.
I shot its arm off.
Ah.
Rose almost shot the other one off with her pistol. I was so proud of her.
I would be too. Listen, our son is run off, probably for the evening. After that stern talking to I gave him. I'm sorry. So why don't you and I do something that involves blankets and pillows.
I'm not sure if you're talking about sex or a pillow fort.
I'm totally talking about a pillow fort. And his face lights up.
I'm totally down with a pillow fort.
I'm totally down with it too. And I'll grab her and pull and make a big pillow fort and climb in it with her.
Yes. And I think we can leave them there in a pillow fort and end this scene.
Yes, queen. Yes, king.
And the king and queen will enjoy their pillow fort and rule from there. And this scene will end. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. Bye.